New York Knicks with 2 first-round picks. New Jersey Nets, back-to-back first-round picks.
With the 22nd pick in the 2006 NBA draft, the New Jersey Nets select Marcus Williams from the University of Connecticut.
First time in Connecticut history with 3 first-round draft picks. Marcus Williams having to wait a little bit longer than a lot of people thought, including R.J. Billis, who had him as his best pure point guard in this 2006 draft.
Marcus Williams is a left-hander. He's a true point guard. I think he's the best pure passer in the draft. He plays with great pace. He changes speed and direction. Other guys can run your team, but Marcus Williams will get you baskets. The only problem, we've mentioned it, his conditioning. He's got 14% body fat right now. That's okay if you're hibernating. He needs to get in a little bit better condition.
All right, going to the New Jersey Nets, and certainly would be nice with Jason Kidd there to tutor you. Mark Jones with more. Jonesy?
Right, and with Michelle Williams, Marcus's mother, a long wait. Michelle, you moved from your home in Los Angeles to move in with your son when he missed the first half of the season.
Yes, I did.
Said you had to get your mom game up.
Yes, I did.
Why was that?
Because I love my son, I love my daughter. I'll do anything for my children as long as it's legal. I'll do anything for them. So I had to move across the country and do what I had to do. And I'll do it again if I had to.
Now, you were actually taunting your son in his own apartment when you guys were living together.
Yes, I was.
To get him ready for what was going to come on the road when he came back to playing. How effective was that, do you think?
I think it was very effective. By the time January 3rd came and he played against Marquette, he didn't even care about that anymore. It was boring to him. So, I mean, he rode it out. He did his thing. You seen him. You guys seen him, right?
Thanks for joining us. She got her mom game up, guys. Back to you.
She's got her game face on. Let's bring in Dick Vitale. Dick, your thoughts on Marcus Williams going to the Nets?
Well, I'll just say this, an incredible choice. I think Eddie Stefanski and Ron Thorne, again, they upstage as the world of Isaiah turns in New York. Hey, Falkman selected. Think about this. The NBA puts out the guy, over 100 names. The name Falkman's not in there. How do they not take someone like Alexander Johnson or Josh Boone or Leon Poe, a big guy? Rajon Rondo, by the way, I would take Williams over Rondo. I think the Celtics made a mistake. Rondo's got to pound the ball to the deck, pound it, pound it, pound it, and he can't make a shot. It's like a 220 hitter, man. He can go to training camp all he wants. When it's all said and done, he usually hits 220.
And you look at a guy who plays well to his strengths, but does he go to his left too much? If you're a defense, and you saw this, they still couldn't stop him. As Jay pointed out, he's the best pure point guard in the draft. He's sitting by with Stuart Scott. Stuart?
Marcus, when you're the last guy over there in the green room and people are being picked and you're waiting, what is the worst part about that?
I don't think it was the worst part at all. I mean, I just think everything is a blessing in disguise. I think I'm stepping into a great situation, playing with great wings, and playing behind one of the best point guards and a guy I watched growing up.
A lot of critics. You went to the Orlando pre-draft camp, and a lot of teams said that you were not in shape. How do you change that and the perception of that?
I mean, I got to go in now and just dedicate my summer to this next season, and just go in there now, work out hard as possible, and just prove everyone wrong.
We talked about you missing the first semester last year because of the incident last year when you pleaded guilty. You and a teammate stealing 4 laptop computers without basketball for that semester. What did you learn?
I think the situation humbled me a lot. God showed me that things can be taken away just as quick as they're given to you. And I mean, it was a mistake I made, and it was a lesson I learned.
All right, Dan, you're talking about crowds jeering him. He also played his high school ball in South Central L.A. Pretty sure he's heard a lot of it. Dan?
All right, the last Connecticut point guard selected, Khalid El Amin, New Jersey Nets, back-to-back picks. Let's go back to the commissioner.
With the 23rd pick in the 2006 NBA draft, the New Jersey Nets select Josh Boone from the University of Connecticut. Josh is not here.
Josh Boone certainly has the size, defensive presence. Surprise pick at this position, Jay?
Yeah, a little high, but if it's who you wanted, it's not a bad pick. I mean, Boone is a very good defender, shot blocker, probably the best offensive rebounder in the draft. He's blocked over 200 shots at UConn. That is third all time. I like him as a player, except offensively, he thinks too much. I mean, he's a guy that runs the floor and gets things off of transition and off of the offensive glass, but that is about it. He has a hard time making free throws. I think he's really hard on himself. He's going to have to work on his offensive game in order to really grow into this sort of first round selection that he is at 23. But defensively, very good. Rebounding, very good, and a very good athlete.
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year in 2005 in the Big East. Your thoughts on this pick by the Nets?
Two great picks, because again, remember, when you look at his skill set and the things that Josh Boone does well, it's exactly what the New Jersey Nets need. They need some athleticism, they need some energy on that interior, they need shot blocking, and they need a guy who can finish at the paint. He's going to be playing with arguably the best point guard in the league, and also with the best point guard in this year's draft. So it's going to be a very good fit. Rod Thorne has done a phenomenal job of addressing needs, and that's what we talked about initially, this draft being. Rod Thorne has done the job.
The Jersey Nets have just once again illustrated why they're one of the class organizations in the league. Excellent picks, both Josh Boone and Marcus Williams, especially in the case of Williams, not only, excuse me, because you know that he's a quality point guard, but because he has the opportunity to learn under somebody like a Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is not what he used to be. As great as he is, he's not what he used to be. He can pass the torch and teach this guy so many things. As good as this kid is now, imagine how he's going to be after 3 years working under Jason Kidd.